What's going on, everyone? It is Saturday, February 28th. We're up here in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I am your host, Dan Kaplan. This is my co-host, Corey Butterworth. We're in the same room.
Yeah, we are. And that was a good high five.
That was.
Two things that don't happen often.
The fans are going to get a nice crisp high five to open up this concert review. Speaking of which, yes, that's what we're doing. This is a concert review. Corey and I went to see Behemoth and not Cannibal Corpse and a couple other bands last night. And since we have a nice little tab on our website for concert reviews that is currently not populated with any content, we figured we'd discuss our thoughts in video form, kick us off in style. So Behemoth and Aeon and Tribulation. This was at the House of Blues in Boston last night. We had a really good time with it. We got there for the tail end of a VIP experience, got our pictures taken with Nurgle and Behemoth and Cannibal Corpse, and I pulled a stupid face, but Corey...
I didn't. It was great.
Yeah, Corey had fun. And then, so yeah, now that that's covered, we bragged about our VIP experience a little bit. Let's talk about the show. We opened, first off, House of Blues, really cool venue inside. Nice size space, probably like 2,000, 2,500 people.
3-story balcony if you really want to There's like it's the main floor, you get a little bit of a balcony that goes around the edge, and then there's another level above that where it's like seating, and it's a cool spot.
Yeah.
Not really a bad seat in the place.
Yeah, and all these random religious symbols and like hippie paintings and stuff, but it's cool. I'm not going to judge them. So we get in there, we do some merching, and we find a spot over like right-hand side of the first floor. Great vantage point for pictures. We are going to share some of our pictures in this post, so you can scroll down and take a look at those.
Do it.
But yeah, let's talk about Tribulation.
They were awesome. I mean, they were, a black and roll kind of thing?
Yeah. They're listed, I looked them up on Metal Archives. They're listed as just straight death metal, but they definitely had more of a death and roll, black and roll type thing to them. Really cool. They have...
a lot of energy.
Yeah, a lot of energy, just fantastic sound. Two of the most effeminate looking guitarists I've ever seen in my life, but hey, they could play the hell out of those leads, so I'm not going to judge them.
Yeah,
the drummer was hilarious because the drummer had this
the half-assed corpse paint to start.
Right, yeah, and he was always like looking out to the crowd and doing like
weird faces and stuff. And I'm pretty sure the first time I looked at him when he addressed the crowd, it looked like he only did corpse paint in the form of a mustache, which I thought was super entertaining. So major props already. But he could play the hell out of the drums too, though.
Yeah, definitely. And they apparently have a new album coming out next year. We tried to go to their merch stand after Behemoth cleared out, but the trouble is they broke it down. They had Tribulation and Behemoth's merch stand were the same table, and then Cannibal Corpse and Aeon were the other side of the hall.
There was no getting near the Behemoth /
Tribulation
table after Behemoth set.
It was swamped.
It was swamped.
But this is definitely a band that I know will be checking out on Bandcamp or iTunes or wherever their new album is going to be coming out, supporting them because they were kick-ass. I'm a fan after last night. So yeah, check them out. They are from Sweden. They have a new album coming out later this year whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head, but yeah, it'll be good. It's coming out mid-April, I believe. So check them out. So after that, we got into Aeon. Also from Sweden. And these guys were not terrible, but let's say a little bit less impressive.
They were fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, they're not somebody I'm going to write home about.
Just brutal tech death, grindcore influences the most generic sides of pretty much all those subgenres.
Right. They pulled out all the cliches from tech death and grindcore, and the vocalist was kind of funny. He looked like Lars Palmqvist from Scar Symmetry, so I was like a little confused at first. But he would do these like brutal growls, and then he would just do these like shrill kind of shrieks every now and again. That was just very strange.
Sounding,
yeah. And he also jacked off the microphone a couple times, so that was
not
unpleasant.
Till Lindman stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Not till you can't jack off anything.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't seem like bad dudes, but not really anything that I need to see or hear.
No, they sounded good. They were crisp. They brought a lot of energy. The crowd was into it.
Yeah, he could work the crowd. I'll give him that. Yeah.
And the drummer was just relentless the whole time. I was really impressed with that.
Dude, he was a robot.
Yep. Some of the he was. It was just insane. Some of the leads were good. that's kind of where you bring in a little more of the tech death feel kind of thing. And they were fine. Not my speed, not necessarily my cup of tea, but they brought it. Gotta give them credit for that at least.
Definitely. So Aeon, whatever. Check them out. I don't know that I need to listen to them again, but they were okay.
They're good.
I believe in when I Instagrammed them, I was like, they do stuff too, I guess. So that was my comment
about them.
Yeah. So and then we got into Behemoth, which goddamn, this was number 6 for you for Behemoth, correct?
In the past 10 months or so, yeah. Well, no, not in the past. I think 3 times in the past 10 months, 6 times overall.
Yeah. I was a Behemoth virgin before last night. That was my first Behemoth show, and goddamn did they bring it. They came out just really elaborate stage set. They had the crazy microphone stands. They had platforms that they were using. Really ridiculous light show, I should say. Also live show. They were ridiculous at that too, but. Lots of light effects. I was trying to get a panorama the entire night, and I couldn't do it because the lights kept flashing and throwing off my shots. It was tough on that front, but good lord, they brought it, and they brought a nice mix of songs. It was a good bit from the Satanist, but also some older stuff too.
Yep, it was. Now again, I cheated before the show, and I actually did check out what the set list was going to be. Only because, again, I had seen them tour the Satanist twice before, at Vakken and then last April. So I was wondering if I was going to get the same set list 3 times in a row. I did not. They went a little deeper into the Satanist, which is pretty cool. I mean, they opened with Or Pro Nubis, which, again, you can't not play that. I'm sorry, it's just a ridiculous song. But also, Ben Sahar, Messa Noir was on there. Yeah, so a little bit deeper in that album, which was great. But yeah, they went back in time. They pulled out...
Slave Shall Serve.
Slave Shall Serve.
Chant for Eschaton.
Chant for Eschaton. What's the one I'm thinking of that I'm drawing a blank on right now that's amazing and shit, it's off of... Fuck.
Well, old stuff, at any rate. Yeah. And then, they closed the first part of their set with Chant for Eschaton, and they brought the lights up and they took a picture with the crowd. But then, after bringing the lights down, they came back out and did O Father, O Satan, O Son. And that was just... really everything we could have asked for. Yeah. As dramatic as all hell. They had the masks on. They sounded great.
Yeah.
Let's talk, because I know we must have brought this up like 10 different occasions last night. Can we talk about how scary a human being Orion is?
Okay, so Orion is...
he's the bass player.
He's the bass player for Behemoth. And
you don't know.
The first time I was ever shoulder to shoulder with these guys was back when I want to say either at the end of high school or summer break during my early years in college, I think it might have been. And I got a picture with these guys back then, and I remember thinking to myself as a little kid-ish, relatively speaking, I guess there's a minimum height requirement in this band where you have to be at least 6'4". I still think that. Nurgle's kind of a small dude. But Orion, I mean, the guy's got to be over 6'6". He's got to be like 6'6".
Oh, I would think so, yeah.
And he's built like
fucking,
a linebacker.
Yeah.
His shoulders are bigger than me.
He's pumped.
Yeah.
He's like, you can tell dude works out.
Yeah.
And he's just up there. He's like this imposing figure, like very, very, what do you want to call it? Like it's like confident in the way he's holding his bass. Like he's just like not really a strut, but powerful, just presence.
Yeah, exactly. Every move he makes is very calculated. You can tell he everything he does is based on the emphasis or to emphasize his size, and just his imposition in the visual side of their, I guess you could say the theatrical side of their performance. And I mean, he beats the shit out of his bass too. I mean, the way he plays the bass based on how big he is. Like he's punching the fucking thing, like just going to town. Yeah, the guy's crazy.
Yeah.
And his voice matches it too.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That was another thing we talked about, but not just Orion and Nurgle, but they also brought Seth in to do some vocal harmonies. They had these like 3-part, harmonies. They're not really. I don't know if you can harmonize a growl, but
if you could, that's what it would be.
Right, to reinforce the growls. And I mean, obviously, when you listen to them on record, when they have that just massive roar, just having the 3 of them do the growls at the same time really duplicated that well, I thought.
Yeah.
Just massive sound that translated very well live. Nurgle, I was laughing the entire time because, like Nurgle is very rigid up there when he plays.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he's playing, complex parts.
Right.
but then between that and he also has the hood up, and he
sometimes armor, shoulder pads, like all this stuff going on, but the hood especially.
The hood in particular kept making me think of the Great Cornholio from Beavis and Butthead. I couldn't help it. I was just like, it's
he's got like the evil eyes, the cynical look on his face. So it kind of it ties together. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, Nurgle. You might not have seen this just like in full makeup. But Nurgle, when we met him beforehand, was rocking a hell of a mustache.
If you check out
handlebar style,
and we can upload one of these pictures to the Horns Up Facebook page or something.
Yes.
When we actually met them,
When you do that, please crop me out.
So basically, the one I saved,
yes,
where I just cropped out all of Cannibal Corpse and Dan.
Yeah. We took pictures beforehand, and I may have pulled the stupidest face I've ever pulled in my life. It was like half and half smile, and I just looked like an idiot. So
it didn't go well.
It did not.
It wasn't mixed well.
This probably won't end well. I said before they shot the picture.
Hashtag still better than ATR.
Yes. So yeah, that was a hell of a show. I'm trying to think. This was show number 6 for me so far this year, and this was easily the highlight for me. Also, I'm realizing I'm wrapping up this concert review, even though I hadn't talked about Cannibal Corpse, because we didn't actually stay for Cannibal Corpse. It was late. We were tired, and really, we don't really care about Cannibal Corpse, do we?
We don't care about Cannibal Corpse. I mean, nothing against him. George Fisher seems like an amusing dude. Whatever. I don't.
Also, the inspiration for Nathan Explosion. So, he's a dude.
Respect there. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't think the best way to end that night or that show is with the way they closed "O Father, O Satan, O Son," there's something wrong. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I feel like Cannibal Corpse would just been a letdown.
Yeah,
I really do. I mean, obviously, we don't feel any well, especially me. I don't feel any passion for music. Never mind as much. I don't care. Like if they didn't exist, I wouldn't notice.
Right. But they gave us such amazing song titles like "Fucked with a Knife," or "She Was Asking for It."
She was asking for
it. Stripped, raped, and strangled.
Oh my god, they are funny.
Yeah, they're a thing. We did not stay, unfortunately. We're sorry, Cannibal Corpse, but we're sure you'll get them next time, champs.
They could have got them last night. We just weren't one of them that got.
Yeah. So now they are coming down. They are playing tonight, February 28th at Webster Hall in New York City. So for all of our New York buddies, if you go to this show, hopefully Behemoth will be switching around. I don't know if this is one of those arrangements where the headliners are switching back-to-back nights, but
I don't know.
Hopefully Behemoth will headline and you will close with the majesty that is O Father, Satan, O Son. If they do, I'm sorry, we just spoiled it for you, but but it'll be awesome either way. So check that out. Hell of a show, I have to say. Hell of an experience meeting the guys too.
That's a band that whenever they're within 100 miles of me, I'm going to say, or apparently this past summer, if they're within 3,000 miles of me because of the whole Vakken thing.
Yeah. And can't not rub that in again.
Every chance I get, man. Every chance I get.
Yeah.
But no, they're that good live. Everybody would do themselves a solid just by experiencing a Behemoth concert. It's just that simple. They just bring it on all levels, more than any band I've ever seen, and they didn't disappoint this time either.
Yeah. So that is our debut concert review. We'll do these things in a bunch of different formats, I guess, going forward. Maybe we'll be back next month with Enslaved and Yob when we do that.
We definitely will.
So, until then, check out the pictures below this video, and, keep reading Horns Up for, our normal content and listening. Episode 41 came out this morning. Listen to that, too. So, for Corey Butterworth, I am Dan Kaplan, and we will see you next time.